I'm back! Anyways, the idea for this video was graciously stolen from 5008 Creations' Rolling Stock of California series. I implore you to give it a watch. Also, this video is a submission for Glassy Whale's DC Dreamin' Challenge. More on that in the description. As of me editing this, I am back from DC, so as is customary, I've made a video. Today I'll walk you through all the different types of locomotives, passenger cars, metro vehicles, and that tram thingy that they have. VRE is a very unique service in terms of its fleet. Despite only having one type of locomotive and one type of coach and running them on very lackluster service, they are the only operators other than Metra and the Wigo Star to utilize the gallery car in mass service. These clunkers were built by Nippon Chariot from 2006 to 2014, using designs dating back to the 1950s Budd and Pullman companies. They also operate a fleet of motive power MP36-3Cs, the same seen on Caltrain, Go, Front Runner, Metrolink, MBTA, New Mexico Railroad, North Star, Sounder, you get the point. MARC is a much more diverse service with a wide range of motive power and coaches. With both diesel, please buy electric locomotives, and electric power, and both single and bi-level coaches, MARC has you covered all the way to Baltimore. And also to Martinsburg, West Virginia? For locomotives, they operate these 80s era EMT GP39 locomotives alongside newer fleets such as ST44s and the wheel slip machines known as HHP8s. For coaches, they operate coaches named after themselves for the most part, and those little narcissists, including the single-level Mark II cars built from 85 to 93, the Kawasaki Mark III cars built from 99 to 2001, which I really don't like, they look so weird, and the Bombardier Mark IVs, formerly named the Bombardier Multi-Level, which is also used on EXO in Montreal and New Jersey Transit. Side note, I love these things so much, they're so comfy, you can just sink into those seats.
Doors opening. Step back to allow customers to exit.
There's something about Randy Miller's announcements that just evokes some kind of a nostalgia-type feeling for me, despite never even visiting DC. Probably from way too many OpenVV videos as a kid. Up until recently, WMATA operated 4 types of cars, but a few weeks before my visit, the 2000 series was dropped from the lineup to make way for the incoming Hitachi 8000 series cars. The 3000 series is currently the oldest fleet on the DC Metro as of editing. It was built by Breda in 1984 at the Pistoia plant, and rebuilt by Alstom in 2004, giving it new features such as LED boards, new traction motors that sound like and new blue-colored upholstery. Following the examples set by Rohr, Breda, and CAF, Alstom stepped up to bat to build the 6000 series in 2005, jacking the design of every other WMATA car in existence. They shipped with most of the features the 3000s got in the refurbishment, including LED boards, so there aren't many differences unless you know what to look for. Without the number plates, 2 major ways to tell the two apart are that the 3000s don't have center overhead boards, and the 6000s have a rounded storm door window as opposed to a more boxy one. The 7000 series is the latest addition to the fleet, built by Kawasaki in 2012 at their Lincoln, Nebraska plant, with some touch-ups at their Yonkers facility. These are the first car since the system's opening to stray from the pale reddish brown and go for a sleek black front, with much more rounded curves, automatic announcements, these cool LCD displays, and significantly less padded seats. As the door slide close on today's video, the DC area has one more rail system for me to cover up its sleeve, the DCStreetcar. Andy Sandvais, better known as Andy on Track, has a great video about the history of this line, so go give it a watch. It was what prompted me to go out of the way to ride this tiny little service down 8th Street and Benning Road. Though DCStreetcar operates 2 types of trams, They share almost identical blueprints and are essentially only different in manufacturer. Units 101 through 103 were built by Inacon in 2007 under the name the 12 Trio, while 201 through 203 were built by United Streetcar in 2013 under the name Model 100. Both are based off the Skoda 10T tram used in Seattle on the First Hill and South Lake Union lines, Portland Streetcar, and Sound Transit's Tacoma Link Streetcar. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out 5008 Creations, the guy who came up with the rolling stock of blank idea, the transit YouTube scene's favorite Dutch/Japanese/American constituent, Tom of Trains Are Awesome, Caleb from Classy Whale, and Andy on Track, all of whom contributed a lot to my knowledge of the DC Metro and rail systems beyond. Before I sign off, I just want to say one last thing. Remember to thank your driver, because they might let you do this.
Oh yeah. Never gets old.
Goodbye. Yes, I know some of you are asking. Yes, I went to Wawa.